Well, hello, Professor Forrest here. Another gorgeous night in Wisconsin, sitting around the campfire. I always feel so grateful. Tonight I have with me a beer caramelizer. Beer caramelizer goes in the fire and then one can stick it in their beer. And why would we want to stick a beer caramelizer in our beer? Because it's such an interesting experience. So beer is a complex mixture of many chemicals. Here's my beer right here. And some of those chemicals are carbohydrates. And those carbohydrates still have the ability to react with heat to caramelize. And that caramelization can affect that flavor of the beer, but it also can affect the overall flavor profile as we put that caramelizer in there. Some CO2 is evolved. Tends to change the pH a little bit. And it's such a different experience. It's different. Is it beer better? I think sometimes the beer does get better. And it depends on the type of beer and some of the flavor profiles. But what a fun experience. Of course, I call it the adult s'more. And I think it's just a fun thing to experiment with and with friends, to sit around the campfire and see what kind of flavors you can get out of your favorite beers. I happen to have one of my little probes here with me today, and the temperature of a campfire is 1,571 degrees Fahrenheit as you look at those warm coals, and that's about what I'm at right here. So it's important to have that hot temperature. The water takes on that heat and vaporizes, and so really the beer doesn't warm up that much because the water takes that away. So it's really fun to experiment with the beer caramelizer. I also have with me here today a little brandy old fashioned, a classic Wisconsin drink. And this is something that can be caramelized. There's a variety of sugars in there. Stick that caramelizer in there. And again, one can experiment with time. Wow. It's really different. It's great. It's a great drink to begin with, but it becomes different. Well, I hope you have fun with the caramelizer, and I'll just leave you with one little story. And Sir Isaac Newton really taught those guys in Scotland on how to wear their kilts, and that's because that's the way the guys with their lab coats wear their lab coats. Till next time, cheers.